Okay, we're going to show you how to make a drawing in a Google document so you can draw free body diagrams. In this lab, it asks you to draw a force diagram, which is also another name for a free body diagram. So we're going to click in the box where I'm asking you to draw it. We're going to go to the Insert menu, Drawing, and hit plus New. That's going to open the Google Drawing menu. The Google Drawing window. When this comes up, we have some tools up top. The first thing we're going to do for a free body diagram is draw a circle. You could also use a square, but I'll use a circle to represent the object. There's my circle. It's a little bit squished, and I could try to get it perfect, but if I hold the Shift key down, it'll force it to be a perfect circle. So there's the first part. Now I need to draw some arrows, which are my force vectors. So I'm going to come down to the Line menu here and select Arrow. When I do that, I get a crosshair. When I get close to my object, I can click on one of the purple dots and drag out my force vector arrow. If I just do normally, it might be a little hard to aim it, and I might think I want it to be perfectly level, which would be a good thing. So if I hold down the Shift key, it will lock into perfectly level, and there's my first force vector arrow. It's a little skinny, and I'd like it a little thicker, so I'm going to change it with the thickness here to 3 pixels, and I like that a lot better. I can even change the color, depending on the lab you're doing, to red if there's a red person pulling on it. Now I'm going to do another one. I still have the arrow tool selected, so I'm going to hover over my circle, hit the Shift key, drag out from that purple dot which it locks onto, try to get it just about as long as my other arrow, and I'm done. I'm going to make it blue. The lab that I'm looking at, this is a blue person pulling it, so that's a little suggestive. Then I see that my blue arrow isn't quite as long as my red arrow, so I go to the Select tool, I click on the head of the arrow, I get the crosshair, and I drag it out a little further. That's really nice. I have 2 arrows, they're the same length, and I have my body. Now I have to label it. If I come up to the menu again, this is my text box. That's going to let me type letters. So I click that. I draw a rectangle where I want to type. And I'm going to say force tension. And I can say equals, and I should always, if I know what it is, on a force diagram, put the quantity also. I'll make another one, so I'll hit the text box again. Drag another one out. Force tension is 50 newtons. This one, of course, is to the right. If I move my mouse over the box, it changes to those 4 arrows, and I can use the mouse keys to get it closer to the line if I want to adjust it and make it look a little more lined up nicely. I can use the left, right, and up and down arrows. My free body diagram or force diagram is done, so I'm going to hit Save and Close, and it's going to save it right into the box where I drew it. If there was something that I wanted to do differently, I can just click on it again, click Edit, and open it right up. I'll show you something fancy. If I click on the force tension, say, I'd really like that to look like a subscript, I can select these letters of the word tension. This is extra special stuff. If I hit Control and the comma, it's going to put it down below as a subscript. If I hit Control and period, it would have made it a superscript, but that's not going to help me here. So I'll do it to the other one also. Tension, tension, Control, comma, click off of it, and it's done. That looks a little prettier. And I hit Save and Close, and it's right back in here again. That's how you draw a force diagram using Google Drawings.